too, Bryce Mitchell. My eggs are fine, Bryce Mitchell. What do I do with this? Jon Jones here. Don't, whatever you do not listen to Dana White. I retired from the UFC. I, Jon Jones, have not retired from fighting, ladies and gentlemen. Ever since back in December, I told Dana White that I'm only doing super fights. I don't want to fight fighters who are 1-1 with Curtis Blaydes, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Jon Jones. I want super fights. I told Dana White, get Francis Ngannou. We've been working on Francis Ngannou. But I think Dana White was fibbing a little bit, ladies and gentlemen. So finally, I told Simon Feck, hey, Simon Feck, tell the public that I want to fight Francis Ngannou. Did you see Dana White's face? But finally, I had to come out and say it because Simon Feck has a little shitty channel. And nobody gives Simon Feck credit, ladies and gentlemen. Listen, who wants to call in? Who wants to ask me, Jon Jones, questions, ladies and gentlemen? So what's going to happen here is I still have 4 years of fighting. I can put 6 fights in it. My first fight is going to be Texas Stadium, AT&T Stadium. Jon Jones versus Francis Ngannou. Dana White wants me to fight for $3 million against a guy who's 1-1 with Curtis Blaydes. I want super fights. Dana White says, hey, there's no just one-off fights here in the UFC. You either fight for the championship or you don't. So we're going to start our own league. The first fight's it's going to be like Jake Paul fights. Here and there. First one's Jon Jones versus Francis Ngannou. AT&T Stadium in Texas. Dallas. Anybody want to come on and ask Jon Jones some questions? I've been working with Simon Feck since December. I've known Simon Feck for 20-something years. About 20. Let's see. Anybody want to come in and ask Jon Jones some questions? No, it's just like the UFC, a bunch of pussies. Nobody wants to come on and talk to Jon Jones. Excuse me. Now, let me tell you something. I was going to fight Tom Aspinall. You remember the time? Listen to me. Do you remember? Do I need this microphone? Okay. Do you remember the time when I went on Kevin Ioli's stream before my Madison Square Garden fight? And I went on there and I accidentally said that I'm going to fight Tom Aspinall. It's because I was going to fight Tom Aspinall. Until Tom Aspinall friended the MMA GURU. Did you see the videos that the MMA GURU did on me? Jon Jones here? Have you seen those videos of that gay boy, the MMA GURU? The man who's supposedly worth $2 million and still is a virgin? He's not a virgin. He's a gay man. The MMA GURU is a gay man, ladies and gentlemen. That's right, you heard it. The MMA GURU is nothing but a gay man, ladies and gentlemen. Who wants to come on and ask Jon Jones some questions? Who wants to come on? I'm telling you right now, Jon Jones versus Francis Ngannou. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Anybody coming on? Nobody wants to come on. Bunch of crybabies here, ladies and gentlemen. Jon Jones here, ladies and gentlemen. I am not retiring from fighting, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just retiring from the UFC. I want super fights. I don't want to go around fighting Tom Aspinall. Tom Aspinall is 1-1 with Curtis Blaydes. That's right, you heard it here first. Ladies and gentlemen, who's in the chat? Who's in here right now? We got a record high of 1 person watching, ladies and gentlemen. Are you going to come on? Click the button and come on. Let's go. Ask Jon Jones some questions. Jon Jones is not retiring from fighting. Jon Jones, myself, I didn't want to retire. I'm just retiring from the UFC. I want super fights. I want Francis Ngannou. And Dana White said he would get me Francis Ngannou. But we were in a standoff with each other. He's like, you fight Tom Aspinall first. I said, no, I'm fighting Ngannou first. You understand? That's the standoff. And Tom Aspinall is the undisputed heavyweight champion. Tom Aspinall is the undisputed champion. Undisputed. Let's say it again. Tom Aspinall is the undisputed champion. Undisputed. Who's coming on? Is anybody going to come on and ask Jon Jones some questions? I didn't retire. I only retired from the UFC, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to be fighting Francis Ngannou at AT&T Stadium in Dallas, Texas, ladies and gentlemen, under my own fighting federation, ladies and gentlemen. You heard it here. Excuse me. You heard the Francis versus Jones through Simon Feck. Now you're hearing the next step in the Jon Jones saga, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. I want super fights. I don't want Tom Aspinall, who's